Hi everyone, Adesh here from Adesh Model Train. So today we will see how we can configure 3 LED signal in our JMRI wireless ecosystem node. So for that first we have to go to GitHub, which is github.com/adesh-model-trains. Once we go into this, get into the repository, we can see JMRI MQTT Spring Transformer wireless ecosystem, and then we can just pick it. So as of now what we are doing is we are working with ESPN and Reno solutions, so we'll get into this. And so today we want to take MQTT based 3 LED signal, so we can just pick up any of the implementation: MQTT servo snap turnouts and signal, MQTT servo turnout signal, MQTT snap turnout and signal. So all these three supports signals. So I just want to pick it this one. We can go into that, and we can download the source code here. So once I'll click on that, it will prompt for saving the code. I'll download it to my desktop. So code has been downloaded here. So I'll extract that folder. Inside the folder we can see we have Arduino code, we have ESP8266 code, and we have servo calibration sketch. So we are not talking about servo based turnout today, because we already have seen that, and for getting the open and close numbers we have to use this servo turnout calibration sketch. But today we are more interested into 3 LED signals. So we just talk about the 3 LED signal. So first thing what we have to do, we have to just upload the code to in Reno, Uno and ESP8266. So for today's experiment we have Uno ESP8266 PC9685 board. We have 3 LEDs, red, yellow and green. We have bunch of connectors, and this is a 5-volt external power supply here, this one. So now what we'll do in the next step, we'll just upload the code to Uno as well as upload the code to ESP8266. So now we'll upload the code to Arduino. So we already downloaded the source code. We'll just get into the source code, click on that. It will open the source code here. Just get into the config.h file, and here we have to do couple of changes. We don't want to configure servo turnout today. Snap turnout we are not configuring it. Light board we have to configure 1, and total number of boards should be 1, and signal type is false, so just make it true. Anode base true, and all these things are not required. We need only one light board. So every PCA96 board, if you see, it has 16 pin, and for 3 LED signal it required 3 pin out of that. So total 15 pin can be used, and 3 LED signals can be configured on one PCA9685 board. So first thing what we will do, we'll just upload the code. So for that we'll just connect our Uno to laptop and then upload the source code. So we connected it. Just make sure that we are on the right port. Port is correct. Board type we need Uno. You can use Uno, Mega, whatever you want. This code supports most of the type. So code has been compiled. Code uploaded. Here we can see total PCA96 board for turnout and signal is 1. Total PCA96 board for servo turnout is 0. Total PCA96 board for snap turnout is 0. And total PCA96 board for light is 1. Board index 0, which will be this board, at address 40 for light and signal. So we are good with this. Now what we will do, we'll just upload the code for ESP8266 connect the ESP. Just go to config file, change the Wi-Fi username password according to your whatever you have, and this is a IP address of server machine where MQTT is running, and this is MQTT username password, and this is a topic where data will be published from transformer application, and this is the ID for this node. So if you are configuring multiple nodes like 1 2 3 4 5 6, so up to whatever you want, so you can change the ID like 2 2 3 or 4, whatever you want, but now we are using only one, so we'll just make it one. And based on the topic, based on the ID, this this topic also be changed, because for every node there is a dedicated topic in MQTT. So we are good with that, there is no change required. Let's select the port and select the board type here. I have already explained about how we can configure node MCU in Arduino IDE. So usually it will take time for compilation and uploading the code. Compilation is done. Compilation is done now, and let's upload the code. So now we can see in that it should be able to connect to Wi-Fi but not able to connect to MQTT. So here, yeah, because we have not started anything, but we are good with this. So let's close these things. We don't need this anymore. And in next section, what we will do, we will just connect Node MCU and Node MCU with Arduino Uno, as well as we will connect all the PC9685 board, and we'll and then later part of the video we'll start MQTT JMRI and test our configuration. So now you can see I have connected Node MCU with Arduino Uno. So here you can see there are 4 wires. One is 3-volt power supply, brown is a GND, and black and white is RxTX pin, which is going here in RxTX port here. And here 3-volt power supply and GND is going to this side. And if you see PC96 port, there are 4 wires. Yellow and orange is a SDSCL line, and red and brown is a 5-volt power supply as well as GND. So the SDSCL is going from here, and the 5-volt power supply is going from here with the GND. But here you can see there is an external 5-volt power supply coming to breadboard, and from here GND and 5-volt power supply is going to PC9685 board. But here you can see I have not connected any of the LEDs, 3 LEDs. We have red, yellow and green LED, where short leg is on the common ground of the breadboard, and red long leg is from these orange, yellow and green wires. But I don't know like which one to connect, because once we'll start our transformer application, it will tell us like on which pin of the PC96 board which color LED we have to configure. So I'm just waiting for that. So now what we will do, we'll start the MQTT and Spring Transformer application, and let's find out which pin PC96 board pin is for which color as of now. So first thing what we will do, we'll just start the MQTT. So for that we need terminal. Go to desktop, Python start. So MQTT has been started now, and what we will do, we have to start the Spring Transformer, but before that we'll make sure that configuration whatever we need it's correct. So let's open the YAML file here, and in the YAML file we will go under the nodes, and under the nodes we have node number 1 which we have configured, it's enabled. Publishing to MQTT is enabled, REST API is enabled, we don't need as of now, but let's make it false. And light count is 0, 2 LED count signal is 0, 3 LED count signal I want 1, and server turnout count 0, snap turnout count 0, total turnout board is 0, and light board is 1, and it will publish data to AMT node 1 data. So we are good with our configuration now. Let's save this and go to our the project, go to Spring JMRA MQTT data transformer. Into the home page here we can see the commands. Let's copy the command and I'll just open one more tab. Spring MQTT. And here we can just paste the command and start the transformer application here. So here in the transformer application console we can see we have total 10 node configured as of now. So for node number 1 is enable publishing enable is true, REST API enable is false, cache and all these sort of things. It will give you all the meta information which we have configured here, but we are mostly interested to see our configuration from the endpoint. So we'll go into the readme page of the Spring Transformer application a little bit down, and we can just copy this and paste it here. It will give the information for all, we need only for one, node number 1. So /1, it will give us the information for node number 1, node ID 1, enable node is enabled, publishing is enabled to MQTT, REST API is not enabled, light count 0, signal 2 LED signal count 0, 3 LED signal count 1, server turnout count 0, snap turnout count 0, light board count 1, and it will tell you total signal 3 LED pins. We required 3 pins on the board, and then total number of board required, total number of turnout board required 0, total number of snap turnout board required 0, total number of light and signal board required is 1, and where we have to configure it will tell you here. So here you can see red 3 LED signal on JMRI address 30,001, board number 0, pin number 0, on and off signal. Green JMRI 30,002 address, board number 0, pin number 1, on and off address. And yellow board number JMRI address 30,003, board number 0, pin number 2, on and off signal. So now we came to know like where we have to configure. So what we will do, we will just take the help of this red one, we have to configure on pin number 0. So red is pin number 0, so we have to configure on the pin number PWM pin 0 0, and then we have to configure the green on pin number 1. So we have configured green, and then we have to configure yellow on pin number 2. So we have done the configuration now, so we are good with that. So now what we will do, we will just start the JMRI application and test our configuration. Before that, we have to change the Wi-Fi. We have to change the Wi-Fi. So I'll start the router and then we'll see. So here we can see the Adarsh Model Train network is available now. So once we connect to this, and yes, now we have connected. Now what we have to do is we have to just start the JMRI and test the configurations here. So first what we'll do before starting JMRI, we'll start the MQTT X app so that we can test, we can debug what is going on. And we'll close this we don't need. Just clear the history and we'll just try to connect. So now we have connected. All these things also we don't need. Here we can see here subscriber MQTT UI client has been connected. This is what the MQTT UI client. Now what we have to do is we have to just start the Panel Pro. So Panel Pro is connected here. Now we have to go to Tool, Table, Signal Head. We have to go to 3 LED signal here, this one. So if we see 3 LED signal 30,001, it started. So now what we will do, we will just start testing our code with that. So now what we'll do, we'll test our things, but before that I'll just open the Arduino terminal, basically so that we can just serial monitor basically. So we will just monitor what is happening in the Arduino here. So here you can see everything is cool. So let's clear out this, and here I have just cleaned the history for MQTT, and let's for third, let's make it red. So here you can see red is on. I'll just zoom it. Try to zoom this. So red is on, and here over the screen you can see here the value for 30,001 is on, and 30,002 and 30,003 is off, and here same here the black one is the application which is posting, and this is what the JMRI is posting. So here we'll go to yellow, and here we can see yellow light is on. I don't know whether you guys can see it or not, but trust me, this yellow is on. And now let's make it green. So now the green is on. Here you can see the green is on. Just put hand so that it will be easily visible. Yellow, green. So green is on, and let's make it red. So red is on and other two is off. So this is a simple demonstration of configuring 2 LED signal, and in the next session what we will do, we will test the same thing from the REST API implementation, and then finally we have the last thing to configure everything together in the single node and then test it, and then we will go for RFID block detection and then CT sensor block detection, and then we'll go for multiple nodes, and then we are done, and then we'll go for the next implementation based on the ESP8266, which will be alone without Arduino. So that's it for this. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for upcoming content, because it's going to be very easy and you know knowledgeable for everyone, and where people don't want to configure like bunch of wires here into the layout. So especially for the people who wants to start a new layout, for them it will be really good. Thank you.